Greetings. So I'm at chess.com trying to battle the Canty Bot rated 2300, and I had some trouble with this robot. Um, so I thought I would review my game, and I thought I would hit record and share it with the world, and if it helps somebody else out there, that's great. So let's take a look. I remember there was one move in particular where things went downhill for me. So just real quick, the computer says I had a slightly stronger opening, and you can see it on the chart up here. I played the black pieces, so we're like at minus 0.78, so just barely stronger. Mid-game, computer says we were neck and neck, and you can see that from the chart. And into the end game is where I lost it, and I messed up my plan and just mentally did not recover. I hate to admit that, but that's really what happened. We're going to take a look at that. So let's review this. Computer says that I played at 82% and Canty played at 90.6. So that makes me feel a little better. That's a strong game. Okay, so let's get into this. I'll show you. I don't remember what move it was. But now this gives me an idea. I've seen this position lots of times, this Sicilian variation. And this is why I review my games. It's all about controlling the center in the beginning. And yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to try that sometime. But, well, the computer knows better than I do, of course. But I'm just saying I like its suggestion. Okay, I'll show you where I messed up. And I actually spent some time getting this set up. Now here, if you're familiar with my channel, I'm just trying to mess up my opponent's pawn structure. And sometimes I get too obsessed with that. This going to d5 would have been better. Okay, so like I said, this is why I review my games. Okay, and so my opponent has double stacked pawns, so I like that. And the computer says that I do have a slight advantage. This is a tough opponent here. Okay, so this is the beginning of my error. I see an undefended pawn. I almost said piece, but a pawn is not a piece. Remember that if you're new to chess. Okay, and right here, this is, okay, so I bring my knight here. I normally don't like to bring my knight at the edge of the board because it controls fewer spaces as opposed to being in the center. So usually you want your pieces working towards the center. So that was definitely a mess up. Now here's where I really messed up. I did all of that so that I could go here, take the undefended pawn, it's check, that has to be dealt with, and then once it's dealt with, then I take the knight. So my timing is all out of whack here, and I take, and even the computer says, what are you doing? Look at this. And I saw it. I remember seeing this, and then I was like, why did I do this? Why did I take that? And I just knee-jerk reacted. That's the problem. And now this is defended. This pawn is defended with the queen, sorry. So chess is such a mental game. I just mentally did not recover. And I should have stayed in the game because I'm still slightly ahead. I'm negative 0.72. Again, I played the black pieces, so I should have just kept my head in it, and I didn't. So we're going to play this out because I make some terrible, terrible blunders here real soon. And so one thing, this D file is open. There's no pawns on it. So we should be looking, I should be looking, and so should my opponent, to see who owns this open file. That's one of the struggles for. And this B file right here is semi-open because of this, or semi-closed, because it has one pawn on it. And I didn't think that was a bad exchange right there, and the computer agrees. Yeah, I wanted to stop my opponent from owning the D file, but it's just going to come right back and own it again. So I definitely should have tried to own the B file. And I wish I would have done that right here. The computer flashes that several times at me. Look, again, I miss it. Because when you're playing an opponent this tough, it's just little things. It's these little things that add up, and that's what you want. There's no, it's so hard to get just this big, quick win. I'm not good enough chess player to do that. I have to look for little victories. Okay, so I'll show you this exchange. Now my opponent has pieces lined up on an open file, which is not good for me. I'll show you where right here, I could have defended this and attacked this at the same time. And I just mentally was stepping out of the game. And look at this pawn. It's now in my territory on my side of the board. And I just ignore it. And this is where it just falls apart. I was really hoping to pick up this diagonal with the queen or something, but hope is a terrible strategy, obviously. And so here we go. I'm done. So that's it. So the big takeaway is, don't do those knee-jerk reactions. That was the beginning of my downfall. Was I knee-jerk reacted and took the knight and completely forgot what I was moving towards just because I saw that knight and I reacted. So, learn from my mistakes. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a like. I appreciate it. It encourages me to make more. Thank you so much for watching.